You wake up. No alarm, because you no longer have a job. You open your fridge. Still full, but not because you bought groceries. You step outside. No car payment, no mortgage, no rent due, and somehow you're fine. What if money simply vanished from your life? Not poverty, not crisis, just gone. No wallet, no bank account, no price tags on anything. Could you survive? Could you thrive? And what would actually happen to your brain, your body, and your relationships? The answer might break everything you think you know about what makes life worth living. Here's something disturbing. Just thinking about money activates the same stress circuits in your brain as physical pain. A 2012 study from the University of Zurich found that financial anxiety triggers the anterior insula, the same region that fires when you burn your hand. Now, imagine that signal just switched off. Research from Princeton found that people below a certain income threshold experience measurable drops in cognitive function, as if financial stress was literally making them less intelligent. Remove the money pressure, and that cognitive load disappears. Suddenly, you have more mental bandwidth than you've had in years. Anthropologists have studied the last remaining hunter-gatherer societies, people who still live largely outside the money economy. The Kung San of the Kalahari, for example, work an average of just 15 hours per week to meet all their survival needs. The rest? Community, rest, storytelling, creativity. Economist Marshall Salins called them the original affluent society, not because they had everything, but because they wanted only what they could have. Your moneyless day would be radically different. You'd need to grow, forage, or barter for food, build or share shelter, repair rather than replace. But here's the twist. Every one of those activities is proven to increase well-being. Gardening reduces cortisol. Manual craft boosts dopamine. Community dependence creates belonging. The single strongest predictor of longevity, according to the Harvard Study of Adult Development, the longest-running study on human happiness ever conducted. Money isn't just a tool for buying things. It's a coordination technology. Without it, everything that requires large-scale cooperation, hospitals, internet, clean water infrastructure, becomes almost impossible to sustain. A 2019 paper in Nature Human Behavior showed that money-based economies dramatically outperform barter systems at one critical thing: trust between strangers. You can trade with someone you've never met. You can pay a surgeon you don't know. You can fund a vaccine for a disease you've never seen. Without money, your world shrinks to your tribe. That tribe can be deeply loving, but it can also be deeply cruel to outsiders. History shows both. So yes, you might be happier, less stressed, more present. And you might also die of a preventable disease because the supply chain for antibiotics no longer exists. In 2008, a man named Mark Boyle gave up money entirely for 3 years. He grew his own food in rural England, built a straw bale house, and documented everything. His conclusion? The first month was the hardest. After that, he reported higher life satisfaction than at any point in his previous career as a business manager. But he also admitted, "This works because civilization exists around me. I'm a free rider on a system I opted out of." He used roads, he benefited from laws, his health depended on a society still running on money. The experiment only works at the margins. If everyone did it simultaneously, the system collapses in days. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Money is simultaneously the source of your greatest stress and the foundation of your greatest safety. Living without it might make you happier. It might also kill you. And the line between those two outcomes is thinner than you think. But what if the real question isn't, what if you had no money, but what if money had no power over you? That's a different experiment entirely. And it starts with understanding what money actually is, which is exactly what we explore in next week's episode. What if money never existed? Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this made you think, drop your answer below.